Welcome back to the Celtics Nation Rise podcast. I'm your host, Griffin Aldridge.
I'm your co-host, Luis Gomez.
And I am your other co-host, Ryan Barley, aka RZB Sports 25-9, the Boston Celtics, here on the first day of 2025. They ended on a good note for 2024. There's some special smell that I have in the air here in North Carolina of the Boston Celtics doing good going forward. But let's just get things started, Griffin.
Well, obviously our predictions for last podcast were kind of iffy. We're hoping the Celtics were
Yeah.
going to go 4-0, maybe 3-1, but that did not that was not the case as we've been struggling a little bit. The Celtics blew two out of the four games, one to the Pacers, one to the Sixers, and then you saw them win against the Pacers, and you just saw them have a blowout win against the Raptors. It's been tough basketball. But before we get into that, I just wanted to say Happy New Year, everyone. The content's going to be better this year. We're going to work hard on this. Thank you for joining us. This is the first time it's all three of us. We got the new co-host,
Yes.
Ryan Barley. We got Lewis in the building. We're all here. We're ready. We're gonna give you guys some good content this year. I just had to throw that out there.
Yeah.
So, first,
Yeah, and
I
I
want to start.
also think you said that our content's going to be good this year, and a big part of that is we want to bring all the entertainment to Celtics Nation, to NBA fans. We want to give our all to them. Because without them, we wouldn't be doing this. And I just go back on to my New Year's night that I had last night. I actually had the honor to meet Duke Dennis. And one of the questions that I asked Duke Dennis, I was so shocked that I was even able to ask him this question is, what kind of advice could you give me as a YouTube content creator, just heading into 2025? He was like, no, we're already in 2025. He said the biggest thing is just stay consistent, consistent, consistent. If you're not consistent, you don't want it bad enough. So me, Griffin, Lewis, we're going to all three give it our all, along with our guests that we bring on here. We want to be able to bring top tier guests on here. And in order for that to happen, we got to bring the entertainment for Celtics Nation, and we have to get our subscribers up. The more subscribers we get, the more access we get. I'm hoping, maybe in a few years, maybe at the end of this year, we'll have enough subscribers where we can start talking about possibly getting the Celtics facility and having media passes. We'll see. We'll just have to see.
Sick. That'd be sick. Yeah,
We
it's
gotta
tough.
keep grinding.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's tough.
Yeah.
We're doing the best we can. We're trying to find creators that want to come on here too, because we want to just give you guys the best content we could possibly put out. So I love what you said.
Absolutely.
Um, let's talk about New Year's. How is your guys' New Year's? First of all, I want to start that off. And obviously, we heard about that. Lewis, any events happen like with sports with New Year's or no? Kind of.
And I kind of watched the game for a little last night. I've been so busy with homework, doing homework
Yeah,
for
yeah,
school, for college. I've been so busy.
yeah. We've
Like,
all been on a grind for sure. I do gotta say something. I went to the main Celtics game yesterday. They got a dub. Then and that video is coming out tomorrow. So I want to let you guys know about that. But I actually want to say something cool. Today, it's actually a funny story. I already told Lewis, but I didn't tell you. So, uh, Rolling Jays is a new Celtics podcast, right? Coley Mick,
Roland James.
yeah. So, and then Coley Mick is also a member of Section 10 podcast for the Red Sox. So, a funny story. I went to the store today and I'm in line and I'm like, yo, that's Coley Mick. I'm like, I watch Section 10 every night. It's on my TV. That's Coley Mick. I felt so awkward. And I
Yeah.
was, oh, do I go up to him? What do I say? So I ran outside because my phone was the one time my phone's in the car. I wanted a picture with him. He comes out of the store. I'm like, Coley, what's up, man? I got a picture with him. So sick. Way to start off the new year. So
did he act normal?
yeah, oh
Like,
yeah,
See,
Cody,
see.
how did he react? Like, was he
Hey,
like,
look. Hey, I bet he was like, "Whoa, who is this
like,
guy?"
what's going on? Like, or he reacted normal?
no, he's chill. I'd love to get him on the podcast sometime. I told him about the podcast. That'd be sick because he's a big
See,
Celtics.
look. Hey, I don't mean to cut you off, Griffin, but look. I mean, when you have somebody who is having success doing their social media content, like you were just talking about, and when I had the honor to meet Duke Dennis, God has a reason for everything. There was a purpose of me meeting that famous YouTube content creator. There was a purpose of you meeting that social media successful guy yesterday. And we met them on the first day of 2025. Well, you met him yesterday, but still, regardless, what are the freaking odds? Like, what are the odds? That has to be like a motivation for
Oh
this
yeah.
year, if that
Oh
makes
yeah.
sense.
So I just wanted to
Yeah.
say
That's a
to this.
sign. That's
Oh
a
yeah,
sign
for
that
sure.
good things are coming.
Good things are coming this year. Good
Yeah.
things with the podcast. All right. So let's not completely flip it off. Let's say goodbye to 2020.
Right, right, right,
Favorite
right.
favorite Celtics moments from 2024. I want to start off with Brian. Let's hear what we got.
Oh wow. I literally have chills talking about this. Wow, I just got chills.
Just tell me
I
about
just
your
don't get water.
experience, just everything.
My favorite, yeah, my top two. My favorite experience is definitely going to Boston and being part of their ring night. That was my first flight. I didn't know I was going to be able to do it, and it feels good. Going to Boston, and having the fans just be so nice to me and celebrating with them. And then secondly, when Jason Tatum won the championship and threw Deuce up in the air, it was like we did it. That was so eye capturing. Like that was a good moment to see. So yeah.
And can I interrupt really quick? People talk a lot
Mhm.
of smack. We've talked about this on so many podcasts about Tatum, the Tatum cringe, da da da. Well, he did make his own thing. That Deuce picture, that's gonna be something that's gonna be recreated. Some
Exactly.
he made his own thing. I just had to throw that out there.
That's
I'll
cool.
stop now.
That's
Lewis,
like a cool picture. For me, to be honest, top moment, it was when they won the championship, bro. It was like finally we did it, bro. You know what I mean? Like Tatum could get that, like Tatum could finally get that ring that he deserves. You know what I mean? It felt nice watching it. At some point, it felt like you could feel like you could get emotional with it. You know what I mean? Because it felt nice. Like finally, we've been like in the playoffs, but we couldn't get it done. But we actually did it, and it felt nice.
Yeah. Going back to what Lewis said, I mean, we look like the 49ers in football. The Celtics are one of the best teams in NBA history. They are the best team in NBA history. And to finally see them come together, I mean, I thought we were going to go literally 20 years before we won another championship. I'm glad that did not happen. Griffin, let's hear yours, man. You are the host. Let's hear yours.
so it's a lot. I mean, as a Celtics fan, you guys saw the tattoo I got. That was actually a big, big part of my life. And I've been battling through some stuff. So, like, having the Celtics win that championship just helped me so much. It got my mind off stuff. I will admit, the first night when they won it, it didn't really hit me yet. Because it felt so surreal. But I actually did. I was able to go to the championship parade and just, it was the beautiful sight of seeing that confetti up in the air. Just,
Wow.
just a great sight, and it just like it brings chills, like you said, Ryan. Like it brings chills thinking back
Mm,
to that great season we had last year and the dire need to repeat. That's I think that's a
yeah.
big thing that you have to think about. I also loved, the Deuce picture with Tatum. I loved the
Yeah.
finals run with Pritchard with that buzzer beater. I
Oh,
love the
yeah.
whole run we had without Porzingis still being able to get it done with our
Mhm.
big man gone. I loved every second of last season. I loved the dominance we played at home. I just loved how every team we faced, they knew they were playing the Boston Celtics. And that's what I loved.
It
And,
feels
Yes.
it,
and I want to
it
bring
feels
that
so
in
nice,
25.
like winning.
It does. It does. It feels so great winning.
It feels so nice, especially when you're like since day one watching that team. You have seen them struggle at some point in the season, and then you see them bounce back, and then like you fight with them in the playoffs, and you know what I mean?
Oh
Seeing
yeah.
them win it all was like so. It's something that you cannot like. How can I say it? There's a lot of teams that have never felt that before. There's a lot of fans that have
Mm.
never felt that before, but it feels
Yeah.
nice being like an historical franchise.
Bro,
The
and I'm
best,
telling you that,
in my opinion, the best NBA team in history. But
yeah.
it just feels nice. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Lewis, and honestly, dude. If the Celtics win better number 19, dude, let's run butt naked down Broadway, man. Let's just,
No,
let's
Lewis
just
has
go
been
run
saying
naked
that all the
together.
time.
I'm down. I'm
No,
We
down.
can go.
Lewis,
We can
no,
hold. We can hold hands and go jogging. We can make it a whole a whole trio. Let's
Bri-
go. Let's go. The
Brian,
Do the
host,
wiener
the
dance.
host of Celtics Nationwide, running down the street butt naked.
We could do the
that's how you
wiener
guys go
dance.
to jail, all right? No, Lewis has been saying this all the time. Lewis is like the key to going viral. So I've been saying this thing, and if you guys don't, you
Yeah,
guys know the story. So you know how we play that song, the Orlando Magic song, but with the Celtics. So
yeah,
my brother and I, to sum it up fast because you guys have heard this a million times, we would do the wiener dance. He has wiener dogs, and they'd dance after every Celtics win last year, and it was kind of a thing for us. So Lewis was like, "Do you know what we need to do? We need to go on the recap, and we
yeah,
got to kick off our shirt and dance." The listen,
yeah. Run down the street, run down the street, and just let it swing.
You're not like us.
they're not like us. All right, here. How about we
Yes,
make a
yes.
bet?
We gotta
Hey,
like. We gotta
different
do what we
here.
gotta do.
How about
Different here.
we make a bet? Listen,
All right.
we gotta be careful, but the Celtics, we got to think of a certain thing. But if the Celtics do good, we have to wear the funniest outfit and just dance to the Wiener song. Call it the
I thought
Wiener.
you said we had to like
Dude, I
show
am letting
what.
y'all know this right now. When I come to Boston in March, I don't know, there's going to be sometime in March, especially when the Celtics have a home game.
Yeah,
Mm.
If the Celtics if the Celtics don't lose if the Celtics don't lose a single game, or just if they just lose one game from now to the moment I come to Boston, I will get everybody that comes to the game with me a freaking glizzy outfit and we'll all wear it to the game together.
I'm down. Yo, we how
So,
about this? How about this? How about this? All right. What
for how
time?
long are you coming?
Sometime in March, we'll see.
All right. So let's say this.
For
How
how
about
long
this?
you want to stay?
Want to
Oh,
make
you
it?
don't know.
Want
I
to make
don't know.
it, guys? Here. By by March, if the Celtics only have one loss or less, then we have to buy glizzy costumes and wear it on the podcast. Is that a deal?
Yeah, and wear it to the game. Me, you, and whoever wants to come to the game.
I'm down. I'm down. I'm down. So down.
Let's do
Y'all gotta
it.
record it.
Hey,
Y'all gotta
hey,
record. Have a
Would
little
Randy,
camera.
hey, what would Randy do?
I don't even know. I don't even know.
Hold
Oh
on. What he did?
no, he'd be shocked. But uh, anything else you guys want to wrap up on 2024? Anything else? Any thoughts, takes? We're on 25 now. I'm hoping next year we're gonna see 2024, 2025 champs right there. That's the goal.
Oh, breaking news.
Oh,
I think runs deep blocked me on Instagram. Now that he deleted his account. I looked it up on Google and I found it and I typed in the exact name. Did not pop up on my Instagram at all.
is there beef between you and GRD?
I don't know. I don't know.
Dang.
So breaking news, yeah. Just wanted to put it out there. But Caveman started following me. So let's get Caveman on here
Yeah,
sometime.
caveman. He's gonna try to make appearances when he can. I'd love for you to meet caveman. Yeah, we are so fortunate to have a lot of the guests we did. We had Jack on here last year. Yeah, let's bring that up. Let's talk about the guests we had last year. We had Jack on here. I want to give a special shout out to him. Got the Celtics tat, you know that. We had Randy making appearances. We had obviously Ryan joining us as a co-host now. And then we had the caveman on there. And I'm setting up some more stuff. I've talked to Ian. We're gonna try to get Ian on the podcast. We got Derek White, super fan, gonna pop up on here. Hopefully, we got some names. We got
Yes.
some names. And
Hey, actually, you know what, dude? If the Celtics win, you know what? I'm gonna save that take. I'm gonna save that take to mid-season. Or should I just go ahead and let it out?
I think you gotta let it out. What do you think, Lewis? I think he needs to let it out.
If the Celtics win, banner number 19, I will shave all my hair off and get a buzz cut and get a tattoo on my freaking arm of the Celtics back-to-back champions.
I'll get another tattoo. I'll get another Celtics.
Bro,
If the Celtics win
if I
19,
shave my
I will.
head, if I shave my head, do you know how fat my forehead is?
Lewis, what are you doing if they win 19? I'll get another tat.
Run Broadway naked.
No, no,
Running Broadway
no,
naked.
Lewis, you gotta be serious. What are you doing? Are you shaving the Lewis has to shave the head.
I gotta do something crazy. I got to.
All right, we'll get back.
Lewis, I mean, I say just keep the sideburns and keep the side of your
And
hair
that's
and
like
then just
what?
cut
That's
it
in
down the
June,
middle.
right?
Yeah,
The
June.
playoffs
Yeah,
are
just cut it down.
the
Yeah.
finals are in June, so it's gonna be even longer. So I will definitely try. Like,
I don't know. We'll see. But anyways, Griffin, what do you got next?
Yeah, let's wrap that up. We're moving on to 2025. We just gotta dwell on some things for 2024 because that's what we do. We react to it. The Christmas game, tough, tough. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't really want to dwell on that one because that one hurt
Mm-hmm.
me a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Christmas, for the Celtics is a holiday for me, just alone watching the Celtics on Christmas, let alone it being Christmas, and that sucked. It was a rough game and it made you be like, what are we doing? Because the Sixers obviously haven't been crap this year, and you see them play the Celtics, and they looked like a super team, and the Celtics weren't doing anything. It was tough. It was tough.
Yeah.
Any takes
Mm,
on
for
that?
sure. Honestly, I said we were gonna get 3-1, and we lost to the freaking medical staff on Christmas.
And that was the one you
And,
said was
and,
going to
and
be the blowout.
yeah, yeah, it was. And I don't know what the frick happened. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It makes me wonder, like, if the 76ers are a healthy team, are they going to take the Celtics to a 7-game series if they catch them in the playoffs? If they're healthy?
It's
I don't
tough.
think so.
It really is tough.
Can you think? Do you think they can match
They could
competition?
maybe win one game, in my opinion. But
But if they're a healthy team, like you got to realize, like
They're good. They're
in
good.
in reality, like
Paul George
if
is a good
Joel
player.
Embiid is
Embiid.
healthy come playoff time, and we don't get something together in the whole big man role, there's gonna be a freaking issue. And
Well,
I'm not just saying Joel Embiid's the only player, but
mhm.
also Jason Tatum. He doesn't really have good defense, and
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just putting it out there. Paul George is a shooter, man. Just saying.
And it makes you wonder too, because Maxey can do good, but it also makes you wonder if this Sixers team is kind of like that Brooklyn Nets team. They had James Harden, they had Kevin Durant, they had Kyrie Irving, and they still
Kyrie
didn't get
Irving,
work
yeah.
done.
Yeah.
So it makes
But what do we? But I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
I
Lewis,
feel
what do
like
you think?
they're like a team that like they go to the playoffs. They look scary, but they always fall short.
hmm
That's
And
what the type of vibe they always give me.
oh yeah, oh yeah. Uh,
And for some reason, I feel they play better in the regular season.
And they're not doing that this year. So it's like it's kind of one where you see teams having success against the Sixers, and then Christmas Day, the one of if not the biggest in season game, you see I would say, yeah, Christmas Day is the biggest season game unless you're fighting for a playoff spot or something like that. But
Yeah.
and you see
Yeah.
the Celtics just, I don't know. They were not playing good basketball, and it makes me worry a little bit because we've been struggling. But then you saw them turn it around against the Pacers for one game. The Celtics won by 37, a final score of 105 Pacers to 142 Celtics. But that felt great. That felt great, and the vibes on that podcast were so good. You remember that? Not the
Yeah.
podcast, the recap.
Yeah.
We
Yeah, but then we fast forward to the second game against the Pacers, and we literally just got our egos boosted
Mhm. It's like
and
it's
lost to the Pacers.
I know we had such a good recap and we were posting, oh, sweet smoking on that Pacers pack, da da da.
Yeah, and then
And
that happens.
they shut
And then
us
that
up.
happens.
They shut us up.
You know how embarrassing that is. But hey, look, then we turned around. Then we turned around and let's finish up with the Raptors. Hey,
Yeah, let's talk about that.
and we demolished them. We
One
demolished
question
them.
though:
Yeah.
should we panic? Do you feel like we have to click the panic button?
Guys. Listen. I'm over the whole freaking. I'm not worried. Like I told Griffin, we finished 2024 out right. I don't have a reason to panic. we'll see over these next four games
I agree.
because we are playing two of the toughest teams from the western side, the Denver Nuggets and the Minnesota Timberwolves. They're going to test us. Once we play them, we can discuss that.
Yes.
I like the way we ended it against the Raptors. Griffin, I'm sure you like it. Lewis, I'm sure you like the way we ended against the Raptors, but we'll see. I'm not panicking yet, to answer your question, Lewis. I'm not. I was last year, but it's, like I said, it's a new year. We'll get
I feel
tested.
like we
We'll see.
shouldn't panic.
I will say
No,
that
we shouldn't panic. We'll have to see how Anthony Edwards and Nikola Jokic team plays against us.
I will say this though. I was concerned until last night's game because you saw what the Celtics did to teams last year. They beat them by 50, and I'm not sure if the season before if we beat a team by 50. I don't think so. But you showed
Yeah.
that dominance last night, and that gave kind of vibes of 2023-2024 season when we won Banner 18. So that kind of gave me some hope again because we haven't been dominant at home, which we saw last year. We haven't been
Mhm.
destroying teams like we did last year. We haven't been showing that just dominance and eagerness to win. But that's what
Yeah.
we did yesterday. Our defense was good and we played great offense. Like we looked like the 2023-2024 Boston Celtics who won Banner 18.
Yeah.
We did.
Absolutely.
We did.
Yeah,
It's just obviously like you mentioned yesterday, Ryan, on the recap too. Yeah, people could say it's the Raptors and stuff, but those Raptors have played good basketball at times. And it's like it
Yeah.
shows you it's not like something. Now, I think you should be a little concerned because obviously we have blown some games, but I agree with what you said. I think this coming week is the biggest test because you face a lot of good basketball teams with this West Coast trip, and it's going to be a
Mhm.
rough one. I'll say that to say the least, unless we could pull it together and play how
Mhm.
we did yesterday.
yeah. I also feel like I also see in Twitter and X a lot of people like like we gotta figure it out. If not, we're screwed. But yo, I know every year's not the same. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
I know
Yeah.
we won last year and stuff, but you know the other teams are gonna like study us. You know what I mean? If
Yeah.
we did things away, they're gonna like see that. You know what I mean? They did this. We gotta do this to like stop making them do these like moves, and that helps helps the Celtics get more points. You get me?
Here's the thing. Teams are starting to figure out how the Celtics play.
That's the thing.
And they know. Well, what I mean by that is that the Celtics can easily change up things. They have great players that rotate in this lineup. They have a deep bench. Don't get me wrong.
Also true. That's
But
true.
what I'm trying to say is that it's so easy to, well, not easy, but it's kind of, known that the Celtics are a 3-point team. You take that away from them, that's going to reduce the amount of points they put up.
Yeah.
You crash the offensive boards quick, and you go in there with a good offense as the visiting team, and you get started early against the Celtics team, you can put the Celtics in a tough situation. Also, the Celtics are known to blow leads. So I mean, teams are figuring out how the Celtics play, but I we'll see. We'll see. We'll
I
see.
feel like the Celtics are gonna, they're not dumb. They know
Mhm.
too. You know what I mean? They're gonna know.
Yeah.
But I also feel like they're not gonna show everything. You know what I mean? All their moves, because things are gonna change for playoffs. You know
They
what I mean?
got that. Yes, yes, Lewis, you're absolutely right. They got a bag of tricks they're hiding, but I mean that's for Joe Mazzulla. Joe Mazzulla knows what he has in his coaching
Yeah,
bag.
he at the end of the day he knows.
Yeah,
Can I pull a
but
card?
Griffin, like, what are your thoughts?
I'm gonna pull a card. So I say this: if we keep struggling, Jalen Brown needs to do what he did. You guys know him, the energy shifter. You know that. If we keep struggling, I think we need the energy shifter, Jalen Brown. I think we need him to pull another card because you guys remember what happened. That one season in 2022, we were struggling,
Mm,
really struggling before the All Star break.
Yeah,
mm.
Jalen Brown posted that tweet, and then look what happened. Banner 18.
Mm.
Now, I don't think it's a huge fall off. Like we've been saying, it's not a fall off. But if there continues to be struggling, I think Jalen Browns needs that because I feel like a lot of it though is, and I hate to say this, we just won a championship. And a lot of teams, after they win a championship, slack off. You saw it kind of for Boston fans. You saw it in 2018 with the Red Sox. The next year, they had a terrible season, you know? But I don't think we're at that panic button yet. We really aren't because we're still at the end of the day, we only have 9 losses, which isn't terrible. We're still at single digit losses. It's not what you want to be at because last year we played very good basketball, but it's fine, you know? I think it's not anything to really alert about, but it's something to definitely think on for sure.
No, I
Yeah.
get why people are a little like they want to panic for some reason because we're the defending champs.
Yeah.
That's one of the reasons also that they're like fans are a little like nervous, I could say,
Yeah.
but
And
not.
You know what? Regardless, regardless, one thing I do wish for the Celtics to do better at this year, along with my list that I've already made, is to start approaching their home games more serious.
I agree. I agree.
The Celtics fans have been showing up. You hear them. You hear them. You know Boston is championship city. Celtics need to approach their home games more serious and give the fans what they want at the TD Garden.
Yes.
I think they're already matching their losses from last season at home, or if not close to it at least.
Yeah.
I feel like we're getting too comfortable. We're getting too comfortable
And
when we
that's
play
that.
at home, and
Yeah. And
it's
that's
that
going off the
championship.
championship.
What is it called when you wake up the next day and you
That
have that little
championship,
hangover? Yeah, it's that championship
championship
hangover.
hangover. Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, at home. Oh, well, we're comfortable at home. You saw what we did in the playoffs at home. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So it's that championship hangover that's got us off to a slow start at home.
May I say something too? Oh, sorry. This is kind of off topic, and then we'll get into that again. But Lonnie Walker, the Celtics reportedly are shown interest in Lonnie Walker, but don't do that because if I were Lonnie Walker, I would not come back to Boston. They did him so dirty, and I don't mean to be like that because I'd love to see Lonnie Walker back.
Yeah, no, I want to see Lonnie
Ah,
Walker. I want to see him.
so bad.
Dude,
But
we need doesn't he drafted a
You really
basket?
want it. Remember, like we did like a video of him at the
yeah, that
beginning.
was the first podcast of Lonnie
Dude,
Walker.
Yeah.
if he comes back to the Celtics, I'll get my nipples pierced.
Yo,
Yo, no, if he actually comes back to the Celtics, I'll get a Lonnie Walker jersey. I'm not even lying. I'll
No,
get
I won't get my nipples pierced, but I no. Hey, you get a Lonnie Walker's jersey, and I'll get a Jordan Walsh jersey, and hopefully they're both on the Celtics start roster when we go to the game together. That'd be fire, dude.
that'd be so fire. But I will say something. Still not really a lot of rumors, so there's not anything to touch up upon that. But let's get into the games. So we will meet with you guys again next Wednesday. So this is who we face. Tomorrow we face the Timberwolves. Obviously, gonna be a nail biter for sure. The Timberwolves can play rough basketball as you've seen this year, but at the end
Yeah.
of the day, it's still Anthony Edwards and they're a good team. So that's gonna be a tough one. Then Friday, you have the Rockets face off against Ime Udoka again. Going to be another good one. The Rockets are a good team. Then Sunday, you play the Thunder. The Thunder, another great team you're seeing. And then you follow that up with Tuesday. Tuesday, we face the Denver Nuggets. So I want to
All right.
ask you guys, what is
Mm-hmm.
our record next time we meet?
I'm going to be completely honest. I'm going to be completely honest. I do think we'll beat the Timberwolves.
Mhm,
I don't think Anthony Edwards is going to have a brilliant game because he still needs to get humbled by the champions.
mhm.
As far as the Rockets, we're losing. It's
Wow.
going to be one of them messy games where it's going to be one of them weird scoring games, if that makes sense. Our former head coach that wanted to sleep with his staff at the time when he was in Boston will get his revenge against the Celtics. Now, against the Thunders, is that in OKC?
Yep.
Oh
Wait,
gosh.
I think so.
Oh, gosh. Give me
Yeah. Yeah, we
yeah,
have.
we'll lose that and then we'll beat the Nuggets. I have us 2-2.
Wow. So you think we'll be 26-11 next time we meet?
I think we'll beat the Timberwolves and the Nuggets, but we'll lose to the Rockets and Thunder.
Lewis, what do you got?
Um, I'm gonna go for a no. I don't know. I feel like we're gonna
Oh.
like. I know, things have been rough, but I feel like things could change.
I like that.
I
I like
feel like I gotta have faith and be positive.
I like that.
I mean, this is going to be the toughest stretch we're playing. I mean, you look at the Rockets and the OKC Thunders, they're at the top of the Western Conference. The
Yeah,
Nuggets and Timberwolves are below them. So it's going to be tough.
for sure. For sure.
Oh yeah, it
It's not
will.
going to be an easy one. But to respond to Lewis's take,
The Boston Celtics, the Boston Celtics, the Boston Celtics. Oh,
I'm done.
the Boston
I'm done.
Celtics.
listen, I had to. I had to. I love that. 4-0.
No, hey, if y'all were right, I don't know.
No,
I may
I'm
have to
not
eat
saying that.
a
That's
whole
not my
jar of
take.
jalapenos.
All right, deal. If Lewis is right, we'll eat some jalapenos, but I think we're gonna go
Yes.
3-1. I do. I think the next time we meet, the Celtics will be 27-10. Um, and that's being generous. They've been playing really rough basketball recently. Obviously not last game, but they've been playing rough basketball. And I think that's being generous, giving them 3 wins because how rough basketball you're playing and you're going into a hard stretch. I think you're gonna probably see them either. I think they need to go on a little run. Like I think the Timberwolves are a must win. I think they'll beat the Rockets. And I think you could see the loss either going when they face the Thunder or the Nuggets. I think that's what's kind of going to be the outcome.
Hmm.
You
Yep.
know what?
I
You know what?
understand.
You know what?
What?
I have us at 3-1.
3-1?
Now
Oh.
that I think about it, Anthony Edwards, the champion, still got to humble him. He's still getting humbled right now.
Mhm.
He's a little baby that's close to winning a championship in a few years. He's going to have one or two championships before his career is done for.
100%.
We'll only lose to the Rockets. We'll end up beating the Thunders. The
I like that.
Thunders are going to play off. They're talented. They're young. They're good. They remind me so much of this Pacers team, but they're not keeping up. The champions are coming to their place and beating them. And then for the Nuggets, I mean,
Love it.
yeah, yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I have us at 3-1, but now it's kind of like I kind of want to give us the L against the Nuggets. But I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna take the win. I'm gonna take the win. 3-1. Give me 3-1. Just go ahead and put me 3-1, Griffin.
I love that. All right, so we got 3-1 from us. Lewis 4-0, and if Lewis wins, we'll be in some hot stuff. I think I actually,
Yes.
if one of these times we'll do a bet. I think I have a one chip challenge somewhere.
Oh, dude, we got to. You know the fans want it.
Yeah,
You know they want it.
but we'll make a bet sometime. We'll make a bet with that. But I'm hoping Lewis is right. But I'm being
Dude,
generous with this because you guys have to admit we've been playing rough basketball. So
yeah. I'm telling you, if this video, if this channel gets 100 subscribers before February, me all the hosts are required to do a one chip challenge, and I will gift that 100 subscriber $100.
I love it.
Oh,
Let's do it. Let's do it.
oh,
Let's do it.
I'm down. I'm down.
One chip challenge for all the hosts, and $100 from me to the 100th subscriber.
I love it. Let's
If
do it.
we get it
Let's
before
do it.
February.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Hey,
I'm
we're gonna
down.
do
I'm
some big
down.
things this year. We're gonna do some big things. I just want to say again, thank you guys so much. We're coming back. We'll be back next week. I'm gonna try to see if we could get someone for next week. I'm gonna look into that, and if that's the case, we might have a special guest on. But if not, hey, it's great with you guys. Like we got it down. We're doing good, and thank you guys again
Go.
so much for watching. Um,
You know it.
Go Celtics. Anything
Go
else?
Celtics.
Peace.
I think that's
Yeah.
Yes,
it.
sir.
Thank you guys for watching.
Peace.
Peace.
Peace, y'all.